we gonna start out the stream? New God of War news. The next God of War game will explore multiple mythologies, report suggests. A new report has shared more alleged details about the next God of War game, including which mythologies it could explore. Please be aware of potential upcoming Gears God of War spoilers below. You have been warned. Spoilers are coming. I gave you time to leave. According to MP First, the yet-to-be-announced God of War prequel game will feature several different mythologies, with suggestions that Mayans will feature. However, the publication seems most certain that East Asian mythologies will be making a showing in the game, and elements from Chinese and Japanese mythologies will play a part in the new entry in the series. Oh, shit. We could get Kurama. We could get that big-ass fox from fucking Naruto. Oh, shit. Maybe. The publication noted that the game's development is a fickle thing, and so things are always subject to change. That being said, it remained confident that these mythologies will be present in the final version of the title. The report also suggests that this God of War game will feature... Hold on, let me turn this shit down. The report also suggests this God of War game will feature Kratos' wife Faye as the main playable character. This corroborates a previous claim by respected industry leaker Nate the Hate 2, who said the next God of War game will have more of a focus on action than the Norse saga. Allegedly, Tyre will also feature the upcoming release, though in what capacity remains unclear. You know what would be really cool? If they really do explore multiple mythologies, it'd be cool in this world where it turns out in the God of War universe, all the gods are real, but they really on some mafia shit where they decided we're going to break up different regions of the world, and you're the god to that region of the world and you're the god to that. And maybe somewhere along the lines, one of the gods undercuts the other gods, and it sparks off this chain of events that leads to Kratos' storyline, basically. Like there's a big actual God war going on type shit. Shout out to Dipper Saw with the sub. Appreciate it. But Wukong, like seeing Wukong in this shit, that'd be fucking crazy. Seeing Anubis come through, that could be crazy. The head god, you let Kratos do what? Like maybe because wasn't in the original game, Kratos was pissed at Ares, the actual God of War. That's how he got the name. Maybe Ares did something to break the peace treaty, which eventually leads to Kratos' story or something like that. So divine politics, yeah, that's got a fire name to it too. Divine politics. I like that. That'd be an epic story. That'd be an epic story. And then the fact that they're saying that his wife would be the main character in this one, maybe she's like a double agent or some shit. Like, what the fuck, bruh? The original plan was for several God of War to team up against other Pantheons too. There was also some chat that the player will have a companion described as a gelatinous cube, a jello cube. And Merlin is in the game as a talking sword, which all sounds rather wild to me, but we shall see. As for when we will hear official word on the next God of War entry, the current suggestion is later this month. We, of course, will update you when we know more, so stay tuned. In the meantime, though, how do you feel about these potential story and gameplay beats? I did think I read like an article a day or two ago saying that they could potentially announce another God of War. This would get me more interested if they involve everybody. Like, we take the scale of the war to another level. I think something like that was mentioned in the God of War Ragnarok DLC. I didn't play the DLC. The Divine Politics. If this story turns, if this rumor, because take it with a grain of salt, it's a rumor, but if this rumor turns out to be true, this will do Kobe numbers. Some say I probably should have said Bam. I say you're crazy, but this would do Kobe numbers. Yeah, Divine World War. I guess the only way is like, how would they explain that this is supposed to be a prequel to the other games? You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, Faye was getting her hands more dirty than Kratos. I feel like that would be a hard belief for a lot of people, although she was a demon too. Yo, shout out to John the Space Cowboy with the super chat. Thrag said, who's the fraud? Fraud. Shout out to Thrag for beating the Fraud Watch allegations, man. The worst grifter you know is gonna have an issue playing as Faye. I don't want to be a whammon. Nah, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. Hey, hey, this is one of those cases where I hope this rumor's true, man. This shit sounds fire. Keep an eye on it. We will keep an eye on it. Other news. The official Lego Batman Legacy of the Dark Knight account, which is one of the most anticipated games of the year, at least here on this side for me. They tweeted out, we heard you like Absolute Batman, so we've got an absolute legend to play as. An absolute legend. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Absolute Batman's coming to the new Batman Lego game.
What?
Yeah.
How did you guys get it in there so fast? That is beautiful. He's got the spikes. Look at that. And he looks so tough. Look at his face. Oh, he looks perfect.
Do you get to play with the axe though?
Because he doesn't have the money to. I love it.
And then of course we got.
I cannot believe that. That looks so good. The tail being all jointed like that. Oh my lord. You guys are magicians. I'm like seriously in awe. The great thing about Batman.
Give him his axe.
It's not just a character, it's an entire kind of universe. It's a whole mythology. All his fears are represented in his characters, and it truly feels just like a celebration, which is the best thing you can imagine for a game like this. I've played many Lego games. To see our stuff in there just means the world. Whoever I have to thank, like, please, thank you.
Shout out to John the Space Cowboy with the super chat. He pre-ordered Pragmata and got an 18% off at the key. Talking about Green Man game.
Thank you so much. It looks fantastic.
Is it a skin? It looks like a skin, unfortunately, because Absolute Batman fights different. That's what I'm saying. Like, can he pull the axe off his chest and fight? Also, I'm gonna be honest. My main takeaway from this trailer is, I don't know when it's gonna happen, but it's gonna happen. We're either getting a movie or an animated version of Absolute Batman at some point. And that's all I care about, because they're really shoving this in our face. And I have the books. I'm getting rich, guys. I'm getting rich. That's all I care about. They're already shoving him in some forms of media. Oh yeah, it's only a matter of time before this shit gets animated. We just need more source material. That's all I fucking care about. I was like, let's go. The more Absolute Batman we see in shit, the better, bruh. Yo, shout out to John the Space Cowboy with the super chat. He said I've been on medical leave, so I finally caught up on like 5 shows. I feel like that's the only time when I do catch up on shit too. I hope you're feeling better. Like when I get sick, that's usually when I go on a long stretch of watching stuff. Fucking a new issue came out today too. The debut of Absolute Scarecrow. That was a key issue drop today. I hope y'all got it, man. Come on, man. You see what's going on. You see what's going on. I think next month is the debut of Absolute Robin. Come on, keep up, chat. So yeah, Absolute Batman's coming to the new Lego Batman game that drops in May next month. Other news, skirt. Got some bad news for the Switch too. It's so easy to read comics that you have to actively work hard to be a fraud. Yes and no, because there's the problem with comics is there's so many different runs. It's easy to keep up with like 1 or 2 or 3 runs that you really like, but if you're trying to keep up with everything, no, it's not easy to keep up with. But back to Switch 2 being Thrag beat the fraud allegations this week, but the Switch 2 didn't. Overwatch fans are not happy with the game's new Switch 2 port, but Blizzard says a bug is partly to blame. Minish Cap Mafia come to the front. Blizzard Entertainment rolled out some big updates to Overwatch this week, launching Season 2 with the new hero Sierra, giving some older heroes a much-needed balance boost, and releasing a native Nintendo Switch 2 version of the game. Blizzard released Overwatch for the original Switch back in 2019, and that version has had its own performance problems. But Switch 2 owners sound similarly disappointed by Overwatch's latest port. Fortunately, it sounds like some of the performance is related to a bug, which Blizzard says is planning on patching. I wouldn't get too excited, guys. Keep in mind the Switch 2 is basically a fucking PS4 Pro, so this is supposed to be a current gen game. Switch 2 owners have been expressing frustration over Overwatch's performance on the Nintendo's current-gen console, lamenting the port's 1080p resolution and the lack of Joy-Con 2 mouse control support. Fans also are complaining about Overwatch's frame rate on the Switch 2, which is currently capped at 30 FPS. When it comes to frame rate, at least Blizzard says that it's unintended. What's this meme? Reporting Overwatch to the Switch 2 owners. 1440p DLSS, 60 FPS with mouse support. It's going to be 60 FPS, right? We are aware of an issue with the FPS limit on the Switch 2 being lower than intended, the company said in a post on the game's forums. We're working on a patch to resolve this issue. As the case with any major update, there will be bugs. Overwatch's latest patch certainly introduced some big ones, including issues on Xbox with the keyboard and mouse support and a game-breaking bug in the stadium that lets Anna give her teammates a massive ultimate boost. Polygon has reached out for Blizzard for a comment on the Switch 2 version of the game and whether it intends to boost Overwatch 2's resolution on the platform or support Joy-Con 2 mouse controls. We'll update this story when the company shares new information. I just want you guys to know that they said that a patch is coming out where they're going to try to improve the frame rate, but they didn't say nothing about this patch is going to guarantee 60 FPS. Just want to put that out there. Just want to put that out there. If you're really, really hoping for this Switch 2 port, I don't know why. At this point, when it comes to Nintendo consoles, the only reason you should buy a Nintendo console is for first-party games and like indie games. But third-party AAA titles, I don't know why the fuck y'all keep playing them on Nintendo platforms, bro. Happy birthday, 2K. It just doesn't make any sense to me. Playing a fucking competitive shooter at 30 FPS just sounds really... They're trying too hard to fit in with other consoles. Yeah, just be yourself, Nintendo. Be yourself, man. This is not it, because if it's capped at 30, that means when the action is getting really intense and everybody's fighting all at once on an objective, the frame rate is definitely dipping below 30 FPS, man. It definitely is. Is there Switch 2 footage of this shit? Let's see. Switch 2 Overwatch gameplay. It's a massive disappointment. Holy shit. Yeah, they be playing it slow-mo. Fucking load. Are you sure you want to put your eyes through this? Yeah, I like to see what PS4 niggas be doing.
Hey everyone, John here. And so far,
Man, get this shit on.
blurry looking game. And it just gets even blurrier looking in handheld mode with the image quality.
Why do y'all want games to be inaccessible to Nintendo? Companies like Capcom and Square Enix are willing to support. Nobody said we want games to be inaccessible to Nintendo. I asked the question, why do y'all want to play games in why do you want to play a shitty version of a fucking game? And your response to that is, why do you want games to be inaccessible? That's not what I said. Nobody said you can't enjoy the shit. I'm trying to understand, why do you want to play this shit at fucking 30 frames per second?
Doesn't see.
Because when the frame rate drops, it's gonna dip below 30.
So right now we're stuck with something with a very minor resolution.
Like, why not get the Switch 2 for the first party games and then have a PC or a PlayStation on the side? You know what I'm saying? So you can handle the heavy stuff. It just doesn't make any sense to me. There are like 90 likes and over 300 people. Get the fucking likes up. Get the fucking likes up. I can understand wanting third-party single-player games on the Switch 2 as long as it's optimized, but why would you want a competitive FPS? Like, yeah, you're not serious. Like, I'm about to play a competitive shooter on the Switch. You're not serious. You're not serious. Come on. That's like me saying I want to be a serious F1 driver and I pull up in a fucking Beetle. Like, what are we talking about, dude? You're not serious. Anyways, if you like it, we love it. If you like it, we love it. It's Krato. Which one of you guys want to race? I'll race you for your car. Ukulele devs Playtonic seems to be teasing something new. Playtonic Games, the developers behind Ukulele and its Switch 2 reimagining Ukulele Replayly, appears to be teasing something over on Blue Sky. Starting from last Saturday, the company has begun posting cryptic messages on social media relating to the number 60. Then earlier today, it posted an amusing riddle that represents performance that didn't take flight but will soon soar silky smooth like never before. I was told that I played all right, yet performance didn't take flight. Once I stumbled, soon I'll soar, silky smooth like never before. What am I? A PS4 trying to play Planet Side 2 and you take off to the fucking moon. A PS4 playing fucking Marvel Rivals and you take off to Saturn. Look at this road sign. It's so beautiful. A PS. Let me stop. Look at this road sign. It's so beautiful. You could frame it. Wouldn't you agree? 60? Are they trying to say 60 FPS? Like, what are they saying? In numerology, the number 60 is defined as the desire for everything. All right, man. Let me know when y'all got a game to talk about. We don't care about these fucking riddles, man. Gosh, what could it all mean? Truthfully, it doesn't take a genius to ascertain that Playtonic is probably referring to a potential performance upgrade for Yuka. Is that what it is? A 60 FPS port to the Switch 2? Guys, make a new game. Ukulele came out like 10 years ago. Decent game. First launched in October of 2025. The game was capped at 30. And I don't know if this is going to get people excited. I don't know if that's going to get people excited. Anybody looking for a 60 FPS port of a 10-year-old game on a new hardware? I heard they used PS4s to try to run GTA 6 for the Fuel for Artemis 2 mission. Hey, they got to the moon. They got to the moon. In 10 years of tracking retail CPU sales, I've never seen such a steep decline, says one tech channel after staring at the grim figures. Anyone who does a lot of data analysis will know that the longer you collect data for, the easier it becomes to spot trends. Sometimes, though, a pattern is so stark that you don't need to be a data expert to spot it. And in the case of German retailer Mind Factory, its CPU sales figures tell you everything you need to know about PCs right now. The numbers I'm about to show you come courtesy of a YouTube channel, Tech Epiphany, via its Twitter account, where it routinely collaborates and posts weekly sales numbers for CPUs, GPUs, and motherboards. The data mostly refers to Mind Factory, but Tech Epiphany does something similar tracking for Amazons and others, and the line is going directly down, meaning nobody's buying shit. Anyways, the above chart shows the number of AMD and Intel CPUs sold at the German store starting week. Bro, I'm not even gonna read the rest. This is simple, guys. The world's on fire. That's it. Why does this shock anybody? The world's on fire. I feel like only the politically ignorant seem to be shocked by any of this shit, bro. The world is on fire and it's affecting every fucking country, dude. And because of that, people do not want to spend money in every developed country. When 20% of the fucking oil is cut off to the world, it drives the price up of everything. Not just the oil you put in your car, but the oil that goes into these boats that ship fucking items across the world, or the oil that goes into these 18-wheelers that drive across the states. It drives up the price of everything from food to cars to clothes to computers. War is never good unless you're a billionaire. So people are choosing to hold on to what they got. That's why I keep encouraging everybody to take care of what you have. Make sure you're cleaning your tech products, whether it's a console or PC, because we don't know what the other side is looking like. We don't know when this shit's going to be over. Because I don't know if y'all saw, not to be on my soapbox too much, but yo, shout out to Deus with the raid. I appreciate you. I don't know if y'all saw, but the Pentagon is pressuring major manufacturers to start developing weapons. Specifically, I saw GM and Ford on some World War II Vietnam shit. And you know, government contracts are hard to turn down because they're worth a lot of money. You think I'm making this shit up? I'm not. You said, what the hell? Let me see. Did I put that in the group chat just so y'all don't think I'm capping? I did. Hold up 1 second. Real world shit that relates to gaming. So there was somebody in my chat like a week or two ago who had the nerve to say, the president said the war will be over in 3 to 4 months. I said the administration that lies every day. This nigga posted a picture of himself pretending to be Jesus, then got on camera and said, oh, that's not supposed to be Jesus. That's me being a fucking nurse. Then they just reinstated the auto draft, which starts in December for anybody, any male between the ages of fucking 18 and 25. Come on, guys, the writing. I know I read an article that said Gen Z is the first generation that's stupider than the last one. And I'm trying to be nice. I'm really hoping that's not true. I need the writings on the wall. Where's the critical thinking? They're reinstating the draft, auto enlisting all of y'all. They're giving out big ass contracts to these fucking manufacturers. You think this war is about to last fucking 3 to 4 weeks? Come on, let's use some critical thinking, bro. This is unfortunate. So this is why, going back to the gaming shit, this is why I tell y'all, take care of y'all stuff, man. Take care of your stuff, because I don't know when this stuff is gonna end, bro. Shit is getting real. They shooting at that nigga Sam Altman, the AI, the head of ChatGPT. They shot at his ass twice. A Molotov. They shot his house up. They burning buildings down because of wages and shit. People getting sick of this shit, bro. They leaking the Avatar. This nigga Avatar ain't even safe, bro. This nigga Avatar ain't even safe, bro. Also, before I get off my soapbox, because I'm a little bit older, some of y'all might not remember. When we first went into Afghanistan and Iraq back in the early 2000s after 9/11, you know what Bush said? You know what that administration said? Oh, this war will be over in a month. How'd that turn out? This is history repeating itself. It's history repeating itself, and I hope people wake up. At least try to be in the know about what's going on in the world. This is why midterm elections are important. Register to vote. I ain't here to tell you what to do other than register to vote. Yeah, how'd that shit turn out, man? But yeah, at least I put y'all onto this shit. They talking about giving out big ass contracts to General Motors and Ford using their factories. That's the type of shit we used to do during World War II. That's not a good sign. Other news, more lighthearted shit. This ex-Rockstar developer has made his own game based on MMO tanking, where you must defend your party at all costs. Protect your team by aggroing all enemies, upgrade your team to deepen your run, inspired by MMO raids. Yo, shout out to CBP Film with the super chat. Hey, family, what was the name of that air cleaner again? Air cleaner. Oh, you talking about what do I use to clean my PC with? Oh, hold up. 1 second. Bro, quit hitting me. Get a life. Boom, 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 boom. Let me see if I can find it in my Amazon orders. It was like $20 or something. Oh yeah, I found it. Yeah, it's $20. This one right here. Yeah, this is what I use to clean my PC. It's rechargeable too. Here, I'll drop the link in the chat. Shout out to Singers with the super chat. It's a reason Detroit was called the Arsenal of Democracy. Shit is crazy. Shit is crazy. Is it sending it? It says sending to YouTube and Twitch. For some reason, the app that I use to like talk to both chats, it's been really slow lately. If it doesn't send like in a minute, I'll just go on to wait. Okay, there it goes. There it goes. It's been a little slow. I dropped the link in the chat. Oh, I have one of those. Best $20 you can spend, bro. Best $20 you can spend. Clean your PC like at least once a month or some shit, so you don't have to keep buying those air cans. Oh, but anyways, this is a new game from an ex-Rockstar dev, solo dev. He's making his own game. I don't know if anybody would be interested in this. I believe it's a roguelike. So each run will be different. Yeah. You said you're gonna play it off stream? What? Hey, that's not nice. It's called Don't Lose Aggro. It's out now. It's made by a former Rockstar dev. He left Rockstar and made his own game. I thought y'all loved Rockstar. What's going on, man? What's going on? I thought Rockstar could do no wrong. That's the reason I showed it. I guess if it's not Grand Theft Auto, it doesn't matter. I guess. I thought I showed some love. He said Cockstar. Whoa. I've been waiting on that air duster link. This is clutch. You should have just asked, bro. And then last but not least, we're talking all things open beta on the active chat tomorrow. Just call me Blue. I'm gonna assume that's the head of the development team. Yeah, lead combat developer John Batista stops by to cover ranked, bug fixes, and notable balance challenges for launch based on your feedback on April 16th, 4 p.m. PST on Twitch. Maybe I'll stream this. Give us an update based off. I'm curious to see what feedback they're going to take into consideration after the beta. Punish all the rage quitters. That's what I say. I bought it last time you mentioned it. So yeah, they will be giving an update on what changes they're going to be making for the full game based off beta feedback. I'm liking Replace. This